Bill Bodner. He is a special agent in charge of the DEA's field office in Los Angeles. Bill, thank you so much for being with us tonight. I want to know, what is the DEA doing right now to stop what is happening with these drug cartels and everything that's underway at the border?
So we have a multi-tier enforcement strategy here in Los Angeles. And the first thing we do is we go after the wholesalers, the people that work for the Jalisco New Generation cartel, the Sinaloa cartel, the people who are responsible for making these drugs in Mexico and shipping them up here. We go against and target the organizations that are bringing in 100,000 pills at a time, 500,000 pills at a time. And we try to choke off the supply coming into LA. And then our second layer of the strategy is going after the lower level dealers that are actually causing the deaths. We call it our overdose death task force, and we're targeting these people for federal charges. If you sell just one pill and it causes a death, you can be subject to 20 years in federal prison. It's a very significant charge, and we're trying to just go after the people that are creating the harm in our communities.
The other layer to this is that these cartels now are actually turning these pills into rainbow colors to make it more enticing for kids.
Yeah, I think the thing that I've seen that really scares me and keeps me awake at night is the effort, and it's a conscious effort to make these powerful drugs look less threatening and be more inviting for young people. Teenagers have always experimented with drugs, and you know, the unfortunate truth is they always will, right? But when I was a teenager, no one really experimented with heroin. It was a drug that was associated with a syringe, dirty. Who even knew where to get heroin back in my time when I was a teenager? Now it's contrast that with what we see today, a drug that's 50 times more powerful than heroin. It's disguised to look like a Percocet pill, a Xanax pill, an oxycodone pill, something that we as a society have become pretty comfortable with. And that's where the deception comes in. And they're marketing these drugs to younger people in an effort to get experimental drug users to try them and use them. And that should be terrifying to people.
Terrifying for parents, and that's why the DEA has a new campaign, One Pill Can Kill. Let's talk about some tips that parents can take away from your discussion with us tonight. They can, of course, be monitoring their social media accounts, their kids' accounts. If you notice any changes in behavior, if you notice them asking for more money, keep tabs on their money. These can all be red flags. And then one of your other tips is just to have a simple, honest conversation. But as we learned, Bill, from the just tragic death of the 15-year-old in Los Angeles last week, she had an open relationship with her parents. What is your most important message for parents?
Yeah, I think that we need to build awareness right now, everybody. At home, we need parents to learn about this issue, and we need them to inform their kids. At school, we need the help of professional educators to educate the children about these issues. And even in social media, we need influencers, the people that have the following of these teenage groups, to put out accurate information about where the fentanyl threat is in the illicit drug supply chain, so that these young kids can make better decisions. The number one thing we can do now is talk about the dangers of fentanyl. Make sure that kids know that the oxycodone on the street, the Xanax on the street, the Percocet on the street, those are not legitimate pharmaceutical pills now. They look identical. I get it. No matter what people tell you, and I can say this because we've bought hundreds of thousands of them, and we've seized millions of them, and we test them in a lab. Right. They do not contain any pharmaceutical ingredients. They contain fentanyl, and that's that deception and the trickery. And our kids are too trusting of the drug dealer, believe it or not, and they're buying them and they're being harmed.
Okay, we have about 30 seconds, but I do want to show the emoji decoder. It's a lot to take in, but talk to us about this. Parents should be aware what your emojis could be meaning from your kids.
This is a foreign language. As adults, we don't speak it. Believe me when I tell you, your children speak this language. Learn about it so you can monitor their social media, see what they're talking about, know what they're getting involved in. We have a decoder online. You can download that printable material and use it as a guide.
Okay, well, we appreciate your time tonight, DEA Special Agent Bill Bodner. For more information, please check out DEA.gov/OnePill, and you can find that decoder there as well. Again, that's DEA.gov/OnePill. Bill Bodner, thank you so much for being with us tonight.